I was on my way to drop my mum off to one of her friend's house, and on the way there, me and her had a nice conversation just about the world, how the world has changed over the last couple of years, how people have changed over the last couple of years, what people's perception is of the world over the last couple of years, you know. So we're just going through, you know, just discussing exactly what we feel about this planet and where we live as well as people, as human beings on this planet. How do we feel about the world? For some fucked up reason, this whole TV license conversation started this whole thing, and she was saying how, oh, you know, the TV license things changing for the online viewing and all that stuff. So basically what's happening is that the BBC or whoever the fuck they are, or whoever's in charge of this bullshit fucking broadcasting crap in this country, is basically now going to be charging for catch-up TV. So you're going to basically pay not only to watch it on TV at the time it's being broadcasted, but you're also going to pay to fucking catch up later on. Now, who in their right fucking mind is going to pay, okay, just to catch up and watch a fucking program? There are so many online platforms and websites and fucking streaming sites where you can now watch shit for free. Now, I think everything that's been previously broadcasted should not have to be paid to watch again. I don't think anything that you've seen on TV and you want to watch again, why the fuck should you have to pay to watch it again? That's total bullshit. So we're just talking about it, and basically I went off on one and I was like, it's just a fucking money making system, and government makes so much money from it, and you know, the fucking BBC makes so much money, all the fat cats at the top are making so much money, all that shit. This is exactly the way the world is now operating. Literally everything is all about greed. And my frustration over the last few years has been, especially in the last sort of few months, it's been so fucking boiling. Like, I'm so vexed, you don't understand. And the reason why I'm so vexed is because of the way this world is run. I read something the other day, and somebody basically said the USA, America, is making the world a dangerous place. And it's actually a book. I can't remember the book name, but I'm gonna try and get the details, and hopefully I can put it up in my next vlog. But basically, this guy has turned around and said, America is making the world a dangerous place. Now, I'm not gonna turn around and say I agree with that. I do agree with that to a certain extent, but I think many other countries, more than just America, are involved in the way this whole world is running. And I don't think it's just America to blame. It's just the Western fucking way of life. For some reason we think that we run this world, and every other country on this planet needs to follow our trend. And because we've got so much money and apparently so much power and influence, we can basically suppress these countries, and they can then follow what we do, because we now have a deal with these countries to say, do this, do that, and you will get this, this and that from us. And I think that's like the most ridiculous fucking thing anyone can do. Do you know what? One thing I want to say before I forget this bit, right, is I said this to someone else, especially this EU referendum bullshit taking place. And yes, I am going to say vote out of the EU. And the reason why is this. My opinion, by the way, yeah, I don't believe that a country and its people should be sold to anyone on this planet. United Kingdom is United Kingdom. Britain, we are here to stand firm, to stand as Britain. I was born in this country, fine, my parents are from India, but I was born and bred in this country. England is my country, and I am actually proud to say that I'm a British Asian. But the way shit is going at the moment is literally, we are a business. Every country in this fucking European Union, alright, is a business, okay? And the people that are benefiting from it are the guys that are in charge of, for example, making the laws and the rules. The fuckers that are sitting at the top are the guys that are basically in charge of making these decisions as to what rules and regulations the entire European Union and the countries involved need to follow. I think it's completely bullshit and it's completely wrong. And it pisses me off because why should I have to live in this country here in Britain, in London especially? Why do I have to follow rules, regulations and laws which apply in other parts of Europe? I've got fuck all to do with fucking France. I've got fuck all to do with, for example, Holland. I've got fuck all to do with any other European country on this planet. I was born in Britain, which has its own government, it has its own rules, it has its own laws, and I am legally obliged to follow those rules and laws. I've got fuck all to do with any other European country on this planet. So I don't know why the fuck I should have to follow somebody else's rules and regulations and laws when I'm not even part of their fucking nation. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's bullshit. And I think a lot of people are pissed off at the fact that our rights are being sold to the European Union. And the reason why is because UK is a very strong democratic country when it's not. One, I don't believe we're in a democratic country because as the taxpayer, shall they say, as a British citizen in this country, I don't feel that I have any influence, any say in what the government do with the money that we pay on taxes. You know, I've got a vlog coming out real soon where I literally talk about, you know, products and services that the government offer and that we are obliged to pay for, but yet we're not happy with the product or the service, but what the fuck do we get in return? So that vlog coming out real soon and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because all I'm going to talk about is the basic stuff that we pay for, that we're forced and legally obliged to pay for. I'm not going to give it away. So we need to establish Britain again. Britain needs to stand as Britain again, and its people need assurance, and the only place they can get assurance from, and the only people they can get assurance from, is within its own people, okay, and the government. The government needs to listen to its people. We're a fucking business, as I was saying before. The UK put so much money into the EU. That's just the fucking deal that some prick has decided, or a number of pricks have decided to go down and made that fucking decision and deal with whichever other pricks around the world, you know, who are also following the same rules and regulations. So basically all the fuckers in the EU. Now, UK, as I said, is a business, okay? We give so much money to the European Union. Now, the European Union, okay, this is just my opinion, all right? I'm not fucking stating any facts here. Some people might agree with what I'm saying, some people won't agree with what I'm saying, but I don't give two fucking shits if you don't agree with me. I really don't give a toss. We are living in a country which is run like a business. Like a business, every business has a budget. Okay, every business has an income, every business has expenditure. We get given certain amounts of money to spend, and we get given targets to meet. For example, how much money we have to save as a country, and this is where the knock-on effect is going to, for example, police, you know, the medical service, NHS. So much is happening, it's unbelievable. Okay, so we're given these targets and budgets, and we have to make a certain amount of money so that we can meet the budget, or the target, shall I say, that we have to put towards the EU. It's fucking ridiculous, because all this money that we're putting into the EU, we have not had any fucking say in this money. You know, the money that we pay for taxes to use on our country, to use on our people, is not being used in our country on our people. And if it is, we're not getting all of it. We're not getting all of it at all. If we become independent from Europe, I believe that we will then establish a firm, strong, powerful country, okay, okay? We're not going to be standing alone because UK is such a powerful country. We offer so much, okay? It's like the hub almost of the world, okay? And everyone wants to be here. All the money that we're not seeing is being spent on ridiculous fucking things like putting money into the EU. I don't understand which prick on this planet thinks it's okay to spend millions and millions and millions of pounds to give it into the EU only for it to benefit the fuckers that don't even live in this fucking country. What bullshit policy is that? If I pay, for example, just saying, alright, if I pay £1,000 tax, that £1,000 tax is supposed to be used, and it needs to be fucking used, towards the people in Britain. My people here in this country, alright, when I say my people, I'm not talking about just the fucking brown people out there. I'm talking about anybody who is a British citizen, alright? People who have come from overseas and obviously are now citizens of this country. People who are born and bred in this fucking country. That £1,000 is basically my contribution, okay, to these people. This is my commitment to these people. This is my commitment to the government to say, right, I'm earning this amount of money, these are my taxes, this is how much tax I need to pay. Cool, that is a commitment I've made, okay? But now that money needs to be used in this fucking country, alright? It needs to be used towards the NHS, alright? It needs to be used for the public services, like, you know, making roads and all that stuff. Not to someone, okay, or to a country where I don't even fucking know their policy. I don't even know anyone in some of these countries, and it's like, why is my money going to these countries, alright, without any justification at all? What? Because we're a fucking business. And the problem we've got on this planet, especially in this country, I keep saying this planet, but in this country, is people are not willing to fucking stand up and talk. People just want to fucking chat shit. They want to chat shit and say yeah or no, strongly disagree. But the guys that disagree are the ones that are not fucking saying nothing. And what I'm trying to say is, the people out there who don't agree with what's going on, you need to fucking wake up, slap yourself really hard and fucking say something. Stand together. We need to all spread this whole, you know, this whole campaign type thing and stand up against our government. Don't forget, guys, yeah, the government has the power to obviously make our lives either hard or easy. Do not forget that the people of this country also have the same power. We all need to come together to make that power be seen and heard. Until that's done, these small groups of greedy, money-making, lying wankers are gonna fuck us up 24/7 and for the rest of your entire life. If nothing gets done, we need to stand firm, and I strongly recommend, if you have any sort of frustration against the way your life is because of the impact from the government making these stupid fucking rules and laws, you need to speak up and say something, because you have every right to do so. Alright? You're not a fucking product. You're not a fucking employee of this country. Alright? You are a human being on this planet, and you have every right on this planet to do whatever you want to do. You have every right as a human being to speak up, and you have every right as a human being to have your voice heard. You have every right as a human being on this planet to go wherever you want to go. This moves on to the other part of the conversation that I was having with my mum. We were talking about visas. Recently there's been some changes with some rules with people who have visa from India. I don't know what the fucking hoo-ha actually is, but cut the long story short, I went off on one again, and I was like, it's all a money-making fucking scheme. Think about it, okay? Just think about this. Forget that you're born in this country, forget you're born in that country. We're not divided. Let's just imagine like we're just one humongous fucking, you know, round globe, and the entire planet is our home. Now, one thing that every human being has the right to do is to go to any part of the world and do whatever they want to do. Nobody on this planet, nobody has any right to stop someone else doing what they want to do on this planet, because nobody is owned on this planet. You own yourself. So you need to make the decisions for yourself, what you want to do in your life, where you want to go. And as a human, you shouldn't be restricted. You know, you should be able to do whatever makes you happy. You know, provided you do things which is not going to hurt somebody, all right, or cause any sort of negative outcome. It's really important that people understand that just because you have some freedom, don't abuse it. And I think this is the reason why we're in a position where we have governments, where we have people who are controlling the way we live. And that's because if they don't do it, someone else is going to do it. And that's literally, it's like a circle of life, because if we eliminate government, we're always going to have some sort of body or some sort of organization who is going to be in charge, making rules and regulations for the people of the country to obey by and to live by for the rest of their fucking life, regardless if they like it or not. It's like a vicious circle, because it's just getting worse and worse, and we're just going round and round and round and round in circles. Opportunities are everywhere in this country, but the way to go by doing something is such a struggle. And I don't understand why, if somebody wants to, let's say for example, travel to Europe, or if somebody wants to travel abroad, on a holiday or going to visit family, why is life so fucking difficult? Why are people making the lives of people really difficult? I just don't understand why we're in this situation. It's all down to people who have a lot of money. It's all down to people who have a lot of influence and power. One of the biggest dickheads on this planet who has that is Donald Trump. Now, I don't know what Donald Trump's problem is, but if you ever get to see this video, Donald, I just want to say to you that you are the biggest wanker on this planet. Like, Donald Trump is like the most hated individual living thing on this planet. And sorry to say, all the guys that are following him, you all are a bunch of Trump wankers, people that agree and that are in favor of Donald Trump's policies and all that shit. You all are a bunch of wankers, legitly. This guy is causing war. If he comes into power, he will make war. This guy is gonna fuck up this entire world. I just don't understand why people can agree with some of the shit that comes out of his mouth. I really don't get it. He is a racist, okay? He is greedy. He is extremely delusional. He is full of crap. You know, everything that comes out of his mouth is fed into him by somebody 100%, and he's just like a puppet, you know, acting on behalf of whoever actually told him to do what he needs to do and say. And this is exactly how these government bodies work. You know, people like prime ministers and fucking, you know, presidents and stuff, all these guys are just puppets of these countries, okay? And we as people of this country don't have any say as to which puppet we want, because this is planned. Everything is planned. Like, for example, recently the mayor of London was Sadiq Khan. He won it, and I'm actually pretty glad that he did. It's nice to see the brown rising up. It's something which needs to be pushed, especially in this country, around the world even, to be honest with you, because, you know, I think a lot of Asian people, brown colored people, are getting targeted, and it's purely down to not their religion. It's now become, you know, just color, I personally believe, and I actually feel it. It's just become color, because, you know, to people who are not brown, not everybody can tell who is a Hindu, who is a Sikh, who is a Muslim, okay, who is a Christian, or who is not even religious. But people will just judge you based on the color of your skin. He doesn't like anyone that's colored. It's as simple as that. Donald Trump does not like anybody that is colored. Now, recently, as I said, Sadiq Khan is now obviously mayor of London, and that is very powerful. Okay, that's a step up for people who are not just brown, but anybody who comes from a different background to being a Christian or being white. Okay, and I think this is what this country is about. It's all about diversity and giving opportunities to people of this country to step up. Everybody on this planet has the right to step up. Everybody in their own country has the right to step up. The government bodies and prime ministers and presidents, they were just normal people, just like yourself and myself, and all they did was grew some balls and wanted to fucking make a difference on this planet. So they've gone down the route of obviously being a prime minister or a president. But some people are voting for the wrong fucking people, and this is what I don't understand. The Trump wankers. Okay, Donald Trump, sorry, you're just a prick. You're just a complete wanker, just a dickhead. Shit, man. Donald Trump, all I want to say to you is I really hope, one, that you don't get anywhere near becoming president of the United States, because you're not going to make that country united. You're just going to make it into your own fucking game. You're going to fucking do whatever you want with it. And it's because you've got money, and that's the only thing you actually have. It's so embarrassing because you have a beautiful daughter who is out there doing good, but yet she's got a dickhead of a dad fucking the world up. I think she needs to actually say something to her dad, or maybe just slap dad. You're a daddy's girl. If you're daddy's girl, just tell your dad, stop being a fucking prick and leave the people alone. Let's live in harmony and peace. Let's work together. Let's work with everyone on this planet. Let's work together to make this entire planet a safer place for people who are doing good, for people who are good citizens of their country. And let's also work together to take out the people who are bad, people who are doing the bad. Okay, not every colored person on this fucking planet is doing bad stuff. Every person on this planet knows that in all religions there are goods and bads. In people who are black, there are some good black people, there are some bad black people. In the brown world, there are some good brown people, there are some bad brown people. Same applies for the white people. There are some good white people, there are some bad white people. It's yin and yang, for fuck's sake, man. Why don't people understand this shit? It's positive, negative. There's only two sides to the fucking coin. Okay, so Donald Trump, once again, alright, you're just a prick. You're just a complete dickhead. Like, I don't understand which person on this planet in their right mind you would believe in this guy. Why the fuck are you supporting this guy? Fuck it. You know what? The Trump conversation is vexing me up, so I'll make that in another video. But basically, look, this video is just about frustration, alright? And I just wanted to kind of let people know exactly what my thoughts are, because the last couple of months I've just kept it in, and I've only been expressing it on Facebook through my statuses. But that's not enough. This video is very, very, very long, and I'm really, really sorry, but I just have to get my point across. Coming to the end now of this video, what I want to say to you is, look, if you have something that you want to do in life, whether it's in your own country or in other parts of the world, you have every right to do that, okay? So don't let anybody stop you. No matter how old you are, no matter what religion you are, what colour you are, and where you're from, just go out there and do what makes you happy, and just make sure that whatever you do will make a positive difference on this planet, because we need more people making a positive difference on this planet rather than feeling negative shit. I just want to basically be able to live on this planet as a human being, and one thing that's really frustrated me is the fact that I can't live on this planet as a human being, because there's always somebody who's going to get in your way and try and fuck your life up. So to the people that are fucking our lives up, what I want to say to you is your time's going to come real soon, because the people who want to make this entire planet a peaceful planet, they're going to fuck you up, and I want to join them. So what I want to say to you lot is, haters, keep up, because you lot are the haters. You lot are racist. You're fucked in the head. Totally. Total haters. And read this fucking snapback, HKU. Yeah. So sorry for the long ass video, and thank you for watching it if you watched it till the end. I really hope some people have actually taken something from this, and I really hope that I've opened up some people's minds and eyes, okay, to exactly what's going on around the world. There are some things which I have missed out, but the video was getting long, so sorry about this entire video and its time. But look, all I want to say to you guys, yeah, is anybody out there on this planet, please note, okay, you are the citizen of this world. Okay? You have every right to do what the fuck you want, wherever you want, in any part of this world. Just because countries are run by other people doesn't mean that they own you. Okay? You can do anything you want, you can do whatever you want. Just don't let anybody suppress your dreams. That's fucking important. Your ambitions are important. You as a person, okay, top to toe, in and out, you are important. Alright? You were born on this planet for a purpose. Find that purpose and fucking get on with it. It's as simple as that. And if you're frustrated, speak up. Stop sitting in silence and letting the fucking world just fucking fly by and let it do whatever it wants. You're in charge of this planet as well. You have every right as every other human being on this planet. So keep smiling, do what you love, go out there, find your fucking purpose and plant that anywhere you want on this planet. That's it. Till then, subscribe to my channel, watch out for my other videos coming real soon, hit the like button, comment below and let me know what you think about this video. If it's a negative, even better. Haters, keep up.